welcome to Ty's Techspiditions, the show where I show you tech shit. Alright, so, we're on my Genesis. I have a Mega EverDrive X3 flash cart. Let's check out some games. Compared to Super Nintendo, there's a lot more Genesis games, so I think first we gotta play some Mario. So this is a port made in 2010. It uses the YM2612 in the Genesis to make the music. And then the sound effects are the SN76489, also used in the Master System. And this is a complete port. You can play it start to finish. And if I remember correctly, the dev said that 75% of the code he didn't even have to change. So it's just only 25% of the code isn't made by Nintendo. And this would have blown everyone's minds back in the early 90s, just seeing this on a non-Nintendo console. Alright, up next is G0. Now this is a port of F-Zero on Super Nintendo. It's still a work in progress, but we'll go with 2 opponents. I think the music sounds better than its Super Nintendo counterpart. This mode, you can do time trials, or you can race against computer opponents. No 2-player mode, but this is really impressive for the Genesis, because look at this. The Genesis has no Mode 7 feature like the Super Nintendo, so they had to do a lot of trickery to get this to work. That's why it's a little bit lower resolution than what the Super Nintendo can offer, but I think they did a really good job. And it's at a stable frame rate. Next up is a game that I actually have something to do with, Honey Soldier. Now this was a browser-based game on an itch.io page, but it got ported to the Genesis. And my music is in there. It's a shoot 'em up, created by the same person who made game Demonizer, which I also am composing music for an update. I really like shoot 'em ups. Finally, let's look at one of my favorites, Mega Man: The Sequel Wars. If you played Mega Man: The Wily Wars, you know what's up. This is a total conversion of Mega Man's 4, 5, and 6 on NES, basically giving them the Mario All-Stars treatment, just like Wily Wars did with the first 3. It has phenomenal music. My only regret with this game is not being able to work on its soundtrack. I mean, listen to this. You can skip forward in the video to see the NES to Super Nintendo Mega Man 4 port, and then compare it to the graphics of this. I think they did a great job preserving the art style while giving it some extra shading. A is to shoot, B is to jump, and C is to slide. And then, there we go. Sometimes there's visual glitches, but that's what you get for a 16-bit game. Now, I'm just going to leave you with the best ROM hack ever made. Yeth. White streak speeds by Yeth. Do the Mario! Welcome to Mega Man 4 on Super Nintendo. This is actually a port. Over the years, there have been homebrew ports for NES games to be played on Super Nintendo. This is one of those. I chose Mega Man 4 because it has one of my favorite robot masters, Pharaoh Man. See how well it works. Everything seems good so far. This also has MSU1 compatibility, but my flash card doesn't support MSU1, so I can't do CD quality audio. You can easily find this on archive.org. I also have one for Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, which I will be showing you in a second. Yeah, fuck you, green bastards. Okay, never mind. The Mike Tyson's Punch-Out one does not seem to work. I don't know why, but it just won't. Tried resetting, same screen. So, on to the next one.
I couldn't even be Glass. I couldn't be Glass Joe. You know what I mean? I couldn't even play.
Up next is New Super Mario Land. Now this is a remake of Super Mario Land for Game Boy, using New Super Mario Bros. Assets. You get the New Super Mario Bros. Wall jump. Controls are really similar to that game. But this is on a goddamn Super Nintendo, alright? Yeah, they also remade the music using the Super Nintendo sound chip. Things feel pretty spot on. And just like the Game Boy original, instead of Fire Flower, you get a bouncy ball type thing. I don't know why they made that choice in 1989, but they did. But yeah. Well, that's all I got. Which one was your favorite? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, stay ballin'.
Let's get some pussy tonight.